Joined now by Scott Brown, head coach of the Marysville Bulldogs. Coach, you had a busy week last week, 3 wins. How do you feel the boys competed in those games?
Said this for a long time. The hardest thing to do, I found in coaching, is to get your guys play hard when they think they're better than the other team. And that's not just this team. That's every team I've ever coached. It's the hardest thing in the world. And, Centrali's a small school, but, man, they're successful at everything they do, and they're tough and competitive. And they had a really, really nice win against a good Rock Creek team. We came pretty focused and ready to play that game and had a nice win there. And then Clay Center always plays well later in the year, and we kind of slept walk through that one, and that one almost bit us a little bit. But, we did enough to win all 3 of them, and you don't. That's not your goal. Your goal isn't to do just enough to win. Your goal is to compete and play as hard as you can and try to get a little better every time. And we did that, for the most part, we did that.
I wanted to bring up that Centralia game. I had a chance to talk to Coach Evans over there, and he talked about your physicality. And I guess I haven't brought that up this year, but, with the older class that you got, how much is that part of just kind of how you want to play?
Oh, yeah. We talk about that all the time. When our guys are locked in, focused, and all 5 guys are involved defensively, we're really hard to score on because of our length and our physicality on the boards. And then, offensively, we want our guys to just go crush teams on the offensive boards. Shot goes up, go get the thing, put it up again, go do it again. We talk about our goal is to punk the other team. We just want to physically beat them down, and we want them to quit. And that is a huge advantage for us when we use it. It's a mental thing. If we're mentally focused, the body's going to follow the mind, and when we're locked in and ready to go, that physicality is a huge advantage for us.
Having that senior class, as you're coming up here at the end of the year, I think I've asked you before, but just what has it meant to have these boys on this roster?
Oh, yeah, this is the biggest senior class I've had in coaching, and we've got a few kids on the bench that if they were juniors this year, they'd probably be starting next year. And some games they don't even get in the game. They're getting to be involved with a winning team, and that's terrific. But you kind of feel bad for them a little bit that they could be. I mean, a couple of them, honestly, one of them never gets in the game, and I think he could be an all-league honorable mention player if he was just born a different year. It's too bad, but that's what makes this class great. Is we have so much depth.
And having that depth, like you said, it's unfortunate, but from the coaching standpoint, you always like to see it. Coach, that's all I've got for you. Once again, joined by Scott Brown, head coach of the Marysville Boys. Appreciate your time as always, sir. Best of luck, and probably talk to you one more time before the season ends.
That sounds great. Thank you.
With text-to-order options, competitive daily pricing, and no route requirements, Kramer Oil has everything to make your next propane or fuel order a breeze. This is Chad Kramer. Our goal at Kramer Oil is to deliver dependable, reliable products to your home or business at the best value and with the best customer service around. Visit us online at krameroil.com and see how we can serve you. The Kramer family, proudly serving your family since 1976.
Honeyman Auto Sales and Service. Drive by or check inventory online at honeymanauto.com. You can even schedule a test drive online as well. With lots of choices, Honeyman works to make yours the best buying experience with customer service a top priority. Competitive pricing, knowledgeable staff, and superior customer service right here at home. With a full service shop and a selection of both cars and trucks in all price ranges, see Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, East Pony Express Highway, Marysville, today.
Max Pulaski back with you here in Marysville as the Bulldog Pep Band gets us ready for this boys contest. If you're just tuning in, Marysville Lady Bulldogs dropped the first contest of the evening, 65-39, to number one state ranked in Class 4A Wamego Red Raiders. Wamego was led in that contest by Lexi Heck, who had 17. Ashton Pearson and Trista Tubler pitched in 15 and 14 respectively. Only score in double digits for the Bulldogs was Bella Raider with 11. Of course, it is senior night here tonight in Marysville. going to go ahead and take a look here at the boys contest just real quick as we preview that one. Marysville and Wamego come in after a meetup back on January 13th. In that contest, Marysville was able to get a victory 49-28 there at Wamego. Marysville was led in scoring by Rhett Williams, who had 18 off the bench. Xander Zutterman had 13 too as well, as a balance of scoring attack led the way for the Bulldogs. For Wamego in that contest, they were led by Spencer Heck, who had 10 points. No one else had more than 6. So a dominating effort there for Wamego, and it was misspoken on those Marysville stats. Marysville in that game against Wamego was actually led by Jack Lauer, who had 23 in that contest. I was looking at the last game out for Marysville, the game against Chapman, in which they were victorious in that one, 60-33. So Marysville comes in with a record on the season, 17-2. Wamego 11-7. Wamego has gone 2-2 here in the month of February, while Marysville's last loss was all the way back in mid-January to Atchison, a 61-52 loss to that one. We're going to take a timeout real quick, step aside, come back, preview the seniors from both boys and girls action, as well as take a look at how state wrestlers did in regionals and where they're heading to for state. Marysville Bulldogs basketball coming up here in about 10 minutes live on KNDY.
It's service you can always trust at Sink Gordon & Associates in Waterville and Marysville. Their experience in all matters of farm, business, and individual income tax planning and preparation, estates and trust, accounting and payroll services too. Call Chad Parker in Waterville at 363-2263 or Aaron Wright in Marysville at 562-3858. Sink Gordon & Associates, comprehensive and innovative accounting in Northeast Kansas since 1946.
Equipment rentals from Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber make the job easier if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer. From power tools to generators, air compressors to nailers and fasteners, concrete tools, scaffolding, and more. Rent a Bobcat, dump truck, man lift, ladder, scaffolding, as well as pressure washers, insulation blowers, drywall tools, tile cutters, and more. Rent by the half day, day, weekend, or week. See the entire list online, including pricing, at axtellumber.com or visit either location today.
Sunflower Community Credit Union recognizes that members' health, both personal and financial, is top priority. In order to make your banking a completely safe experience, they're proud to now offer drive-in convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 till noon. Lending can be done remotely as well. Contact their friendly loan officers at 562-3741. New members always welcome. Call, go online, or drop by Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville for more details. Caring about your personal and financial health, Sunflower Community Credit Union.
If you need a tractor that's small but mighty, Can-Equip in Marysville has just the ticket. The Workmaster 25S subcompact tractor from New Holland. With 25 horsepower, a 3-point hitch, rear PTO, and mid PTO, it handles chores a garden tractor just can't. Plus, this economical tractor gives you deluxe comfort and simple 2-pedal operation that makes it easy to mow, load, dig, grade, and more. Stop by Can-Equip in Marysville to learn more about the Workmaster 25S.
Back here in Marysville, Max Blasky with you on this senior night. Going to go ahead and give a big shout out to all the seniors, starting with the girls. Only 2 this year, but Bryn O'Neill and Maddie Capp, congratulations on a good, hard-fought 4 years. Bryn ended up with 9 points in the contest before Maddie only with 2, but a heart and soul for a young team under first-year head coach Ben Wurtenberger. Did an excellent job this year. Now for the boys, don't have any cheerleaders or wrestlers names, but we'll go ahead and with the boys contest. 10 seniors on this boys team. You'll hear a lot of them here tonight. 4 of them will start. Many of them will come off the bench. Go ahead and start at the top numerically. Number 0, Jack Lauer, senior. Colton Shoddy, Peyton Smith, Xander Zutterman, Rhett Williams, Rook Williams, Jack Dankenbrink, Nathan Fisher, Devin Tomer, and Thomas Behrens. Congratulations to all you boys on the hard work you put into over the last 4 years. And looking at the wrestlers coming up, their state wrestling will kick off Friday out in Hage. Got a chance to give Cole Fredrickson, head coach, a big hoorah and a congratulations on a good senior there for the wrestlers. Sending 4 boys to state in the 113, Tavin Wilson. In the 132, Keegan Waters. Number 1 in the 144, Carter Trimble. And in the 215 class, Dakota Slupnionic will be at state. Sending also 3 girls for the Bulldogs, Ella Johnson, Jenica Hubbard, and Rosa Latta also heading off towards state wrestling. So congrats to all the wrestlers out there. And congrats, of course, to all the seniors everywhere here in north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Got about 5 minutes before tip-off of the boys game. Going to bring you back some stats and scores as well as a live look in at that K-State Wildcats game. Keep it tuned right here for high school basketball on KNDY.
Kickafer and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their 2 locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
When you rollers send for Schroller.
For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
So you've cut back on everything from lattes to lunches. But if you're still coming up short at the end of the month, try this. Give State Farm agent John Bannister a call for a free discount double check. He'll show you how something as simple as combining car and home policies could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Discounts vary from state to state. See John Bannister, State Farm agent, 1022 Broadway in Marysville.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa Parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Back with you here in Marysville, home of the Bulldogs on senior night. Boys action about 3 minutes away. If you're trying to catch some K-State basketball, that one's winding on down. Cats pulling away, trailed by 3 at halftime. Of course, Space and Baylor this evening. Cats leading this one 65-54 down in Manhattan as they look to close out the last 3.5 in that contest. Looking at some other scores from around the league. First off, action here in North Central Kansas League. Of course, girls action, only scores to report. Marysville fell earlier this evening, 65-39 to Wamego. Chapman was able to defeat Abilene 45-35. 10-point win there for the Irish, along with Concordia defeating Clay Center by 1. 49-48 is the final score on that one as the Panthers upset the Tigers in that one, an overtime game there. Looking at some TVL action, some other scores from around the area. Centralia girls were able to defeat Axel girls 56-38, and Valley Heights Lady Mustangs were able to defeat Blue Valley Lady Rams 65-23 in TVL action. Of course, high school basketball winding down for the season. This is the last regular season Tuesday night game that will be played here. Last game for Marysville on the season. Wamego will have one more coming up Thursday night, a makeup game against Wamego. But, of course, awaiting state brackets that will come out tomorrow sometime. Stay tuned to KNDY. Of course, keep checking the sunflowerstateradio.com. We'll keep you updated throughout the entire day. About a minute 20 left here before warm-ups between the Red Raiders and the Bulldogs. We're going to go ahead and keep it here and get you ready for this rematch on the boys' side. Marysville will come into this contest with a record of 17-2, 9-0 on the season. Last loss came back on January 20th to a state-ranked Atchison team. This is also a rematch of a game played back on January 13th, a contest in which Marysville was able to get a victory in that one, 49-28. Before we get to the starters, we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem. Keep it right here as boys action is underway here on KNDY Radio.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Get away with a shopping day at Reflections Hallmark. Beautiful home decor pieces, scented candles, last-minute gift ideas for any reason, plus Hallmark cards, as well as fabulous boutique clothing and accessories. For yourself, for your home, for someone else. Shop Reflections Hallmark in downtown Marysville. And remember, they do custom picture framing with lots of frames and matting choices. You're always welcome. Thanks for shopping local. Reflections Hallmark, downtown Marysville.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance as you. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind you have you covered. Please come see the girls on Broadway at Alliance Insurance, 785-562-2393.
Free CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Fries, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Free CPA, downtown Marysville.
High school basketball back on your airwaves. Max Blasky joining you with the boys contest about ready to get kicked off here between the Wamego Red Raiders and the Marysville Bulldogs. Going to go ahead and start with starting lineups first for the Red Raiders. They come in with a record of 11-17, 5-3 in league. Are coached by head coach Troy Hemphill. They will go number 2, Joey Shea, a 5'6 senior. Number 3, Spencer Heck, 5'11 junior. Number 5, Colin Donahue, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 15, Emery Wolf, a 6'1 senior. And number 34, Drew Petty, a 6'2 junior. So the Red Raiders will go Shea, Heck, Donahue, Wolf, and Petty. Head coach Troy Hemphill has his boys starting 11-7, 5-3 in league. For the Marysville Bulldogs, they are head coached by head coach Scott Brown, coming with a record of 17-2, 9-0 in league. Same starters you've heard all season. Number 0, Jack Lauer, a 6'2 senior. Number 1, Will Otot, a 6'1 sophomore. Number 3, Peyton Smith, a 6'3 senior. Number 5, Rhett Williams, a 6'4 senior. And number 12, Rook Williams, a 6'4 senior. Bulldogs are, of course, head coached by Scott Brown and will go Lauer, Otot, Smith, Williams, and Williams. Same starting lineup they have had all season. They'll stick with it here on senior night. Of course, 10 seniors for the boys, so a big contest and a big matchup here in this one. Wamego will be in their road reds with white numerals and white Wamego across their chest. Marysville will be in their home white with red numerals and red Marysville across their chest. Marysville working right to left as we look at it. Wamego will be left to right in what is the final regular season home game for the Marysville Bulldogs here in the 2022-2023 season. In the jump circle, it will be Williams and Petty. 6'2 versus 6'4. That's Rook going to jump off. First one, a little bobble there by the referee, but we're about off and running. So it's going to be up 1 by Williams. Marysville's going to take first possession. It's going to be Otot running point now for the Bulldogs. 17-2 is Marysville. 11-7 is Wamego. These two teams met back on the 13th. Marysville handled that one easily, 49-28 down in Wamego. Let's see how they start off here. First three of the game, 3-ball right corner is going to be off the mark from Rhett Williams. Wamego's going to come out of there with it. That's going to be Wolf running point now for the Red Raiders. Raiders working left to right here, right side of the court as we sit on the west side of this nice new gym here in Marysville. 3-ball top of the key on the way. Going to be off right side from Heck. Rebound pulled down there by Otod. Quickly out now, top to Lauer. Lauer had an explosive game against the Red Raiders last time out. 23 points. He had 18 in the second half alone. First drive in the game for the game is going to go inside for him. Tried to hit Otod on the right block, but good hands there by Wamego as it is going to stay with the Bulldogs. Lauer had 23 points in the last game against Wamego. Otod had 10. Sanders Zutterman, who got the start in that one, had 5 points. Rhett Williams had 4. Rook Williams had 5, and 2 points off the bench. Thomas Barron pitched in 2 as well. There's going to be a miscommunication. First turnover now for the Bulldogs as Wamego will bring it back offensively. Knotted up at zeros here. First quarter action just rolled under the 7-minute mark. That's going to be a carry top of the key turnover Wamego as both teams a little sloppy out here. Spencer Heck caught that one on his hip here on the right side. Can't quite keep those feet in movement there. Going to be a turnover Wamego. Red Raiders looking like they're going to be here in a man-to-man defense, straight play in both ways as Marysville's going to look to get it outside. Lauer's 3-ball just off the left side. Offensive rebound pulled down though nicely by Rick Williams. Brother Rhett's going to try a 3 from straight on, and Rhett Williams is going to get our scoring started as he drains a triple from straight on. 3-zip Bulldogs as Williams going to check Wolf as he brings it across the timeline. Spencer Heck now with the left side. He was high scorer for Wamego in that last contest with 10 points. A little miscommunication as it gets in the hands of Petty, right side. Petty's on the screen and roll. Little pop there from 7 feet. He's going to miss everything. Defensive rebound pulled down there by Peyton Smith. Good little action there for Wamego on the offensive end. Ran a nice little pick and roll to the right side. Got Heck where he needed to, but just couldn't quite finish that off. Left it short from 7 feet. That's going to give Marysville a chance to grow this lead. Top the key, Lauer for 3, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Williams. Second offensive board already now for the Bulldogs. Long shots will bring long rebounds. Lauer had a cutter, but he's going to go down himself. Right-handed lane layup's going to be down and good as the senior gets into the scoring column here early on. Marysville 5-zip. Let's see where this defense holds. Marysville, a team that only allows 41 points on the season per average, as right inside it goes to Shea. He can't finish from 2 feet away. Offensive rebound and putback is going to be there by Drew Petty as the junior is going to get the first score up for Wamego. Talked about both of these teams there for a second. Marysville allowing 41 points a game, Wamego allowing 46. Both of them scored at a high clip too, 57 for Marysville, 51 for Wamego. Inside, it's going to go Lauer. He's going to find Smith underneath the basket. He thought he should be fouled. That one is going to be a foul, though, as he went against the taller Joey Shea. The senior's going to pick up the first personal now as Smith will step to the line. Smith did not play in the contest versus Wamego in that first go-around, so this is first action against the Red Raiders for the senior here. Cans the first free throw. Of course, talked about it. 10 seniors on this squad for Marysville. Here's going to be your first substitution after the free throw. It's going to be canned by Smith. Senior Sanders Zutterman's going to check into the contest. He's going to check Peyton Smith. Thomas Barron's now into the contest, the senior as well. We'll check fellow senior Rhett Williams. Of course, heard there on the pregame interview with Coach Scott Brown, talked about the depth of this team. He has 10 players and talks about some of the players that sit on the bench could be all league honorable mentions if they just got a chance, but talks about how deep this Marysville team is. And as we grow closer to the season, his comments to the boys have not let this opportunity slip away. There's going to be a turnover, Wamego. It's going to be a 3-second call, as setting in the lane was Spencer Heck. Turnover, Red Raiders. Heck's going to take a seat now on the bench. First substitution coming in, Dusty Monroe, the 5'10 junior now for Wamego into the contest. Straight man-to-man still here for Wamego, as Marysville is going to work a 4-out-1 system. That one man inside will be Lauer. Going to try and use the big body guard down low. It's going to be right side Williams. That's Rook trying to work baseline. He's going to get it across court to Barron. Nice little lengthy shot there by Sanders Zutterman, actually, as he drove left baseline, used those long arms of him to get that one up over the basket. Marysville now with a 7-point advantage, 3:35 left to play here first quarter. Down right baseline will go Wolf. He's going to be stopped nicely by Lauer. Tough shot. Lauer pulls down the defensive board. Senior coming out here to play. He's going to bring it across the timeline, try and go 94 feet, stop at the free throw line, kicks it out to Will Otop. Otop's going to drive left side. Now find in the corner, that's Barons. Barons gets it down on the right block and somehow gets that one to go up and down. Thomas Barons with an unorthogonal shot, and that's going to force Wamego to take a timeout. We'll take it with him as Marysville takes the early 11-2 lead in this contest.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
11-2 is our score. First quarter action. Boys contest here. Marysville leading this one. I'll give a shout out too before I forget to all the Marysville sports boosters all season making this possible for us. Thank you each and every one of you. Wamego has it offensively in the corner. Shea's going to step in for about a 12-footer. Shot's going to be no dice. Smith pulls down the tough board. Talk about Marysville and their defensive rebounding. On the other end, shot's going to be up and no good by Xander Zutterman. But Thomas Barons is going to follow it up. The senior following up the senior, as Barons now has 4 points in this contest, and Marysville continue to hound that offensive glass. Into the lane, Wamego will get it. Now they kick it out top to Donahue. Donahue's going to find a short corner shot there from Herzog, who just stepped into the game. Shot's going to be no good, and back over towards Marysville. Joey Shea back into the contest, as well as Emery Wolf. Petty will take a seat along with Donahue. So substitutions now for Wamego as they have went 7 deep. Marysville 7-2 themselves as Wamego shifts into a 1-2-2 matchup zone here. Marysville's going to stick 2 out by the half-court line. That's going to be Otot and Zutterman. Now left corner, it's going to be Barons. Marysville looking to work it into that high post region. Ooh, nice pass, but tipped away. Gets it into the hands of Barons right side. Little discombobulation. They swing it off to Otot right corner. Everyone's thinking about a 3. Finally, Otot's going to drive right baseline. Find a Barons left corner. No 3 on that one there. He's going to fire it up. That's going to be long. No good. Defensive rebound pulled there by Herzog. Marysville, good job offensively working that ball around. Just couldn't quite get the shot to fall down. There's going to be another turnover, Wamego, as Wolf trying to find a cutting Shea. It went off a shin there, Wamego. Back to the Bulldogs. Otot's going to take a seat to Will Zutterman. As back into the contest, Rick Williams and Peyton Smith. Smith, Barons, Lauer, Williams, and Williams. Your 5 out there right now for the Bulldogs as they work a 5-4 out, 1 in. Jack Lauer's just going to step right into a 3 against this 1-2-2 defense for Wamego's. Going to give up about that elbow wing area 3-point shot. Lauer's going to make him pay. A man that had 23 against Wamego in the first contest. All but 5 of those in the second half. Turnover, Wamego having trouble out top with it is Mason Herzog as it goes off his hand back now to the Bulldogs. Herzog's going to take a seat on the bench. Back in comes Donahue. 16-2 is our score. 1 minute left to play first quarter action as Marysville has come out here efficient from the floor to say the least. No turnovers, or I guess 1 turnover for the Bulldogs so far in this contest, and a good job of finding those offensive rebounds too, keeping Wamego to 1 shot as well. Overall, a good half. Let's see how we close it out. Lauer's going to get into the lane, find Williams right side. That's going to be Rhett. He's going to blink inside the lane. Now Lauer straight on, makes that count. Jack Lauer with back-to-back triples is showing Wamego why they can't set in a zone defense. 30 seconds left to play first quarter action. Marysville holding Wamego to 2 points here. Let's see if they can keep it there for this quarter. Top of the key, it's going to be Petty trying to work against Barons. They're going to go to the side, and took his eyes off the ball was Donahue. It goes out of bounds into the Marysville student section. Another turnover, Wamego. Thomas Barron's going to check back out of the ball game, as now back in will come Smith. Lauer top of the key with it, with 10 in his hand. He's going to go one-on-one, guarded tightly by Donahue. Gets to the left elbow, shot up by Lauer. Here as still, Jack Lauer with 8 straight points to end the first quarter, as that sends Marysville 21-2 at the end of the first. You're listening to high school basketball live here on KNDY.
Joined now by Scott Brown, head coach of the Marysville Bulldogs. Coach, you had a busy week last week, 3 wins. How do you feel the boys competed in those games? JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a new deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2312. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
Legacy Carpet Cleaning will give your floors a fresh as new look. Let their team of dedicated professionals tackle your carpet or tile cleaning. Your home feels fresh, looks great, and makes a more healthy environment for you and your family. Call Skylar Price today for an appointment and let Legacy Carpet Cleaning in Marysville go to work for you.
Max Blonsky with you back on the call here. Marysville senior night. Defense was the name of the game for the Bulldogs in that one. 2 points only scored by Wamego, and a good stop there as Williams breaks up the alley-oop attempt for the Red Raiders. Inside it's going to go, though, to Donahue, as he's going to be fouled hard by brother Rhett Williams, excuse me. So Williams picks up the first personal foul. That's only 1 team foul for Marysville here early on in this contest. 21-2 is our score. Free throw up and down by Donahue as he hit every part of the rim on that one. Was just looking a fast-moving first quarter in that one and didn't realize Marysville has jumped out to this very nice lead, thanks in part, too, by Jack Lauer, who had 8 straight points to end that first quarter moments ago. Hawk Shooter, who had 23 against Wamego in the first go-about, has 8 points already in this first half. Colin Donahue, the sophomore, goes 2 for 2 from the line as he gets Wamego up to 4 now. Wamego trying to find a way to close down this Marysville offense. Will switch back now to man-to-man defense, see what they can do about it. Otad has it in the right corner. Marysville's going to go 3 out, 2 in. Trying to go all by himself as Lauer sinks in the defense, then kicks it out to Williams. That's going to be Rook right side. He's going to run a pick and roll now with Otad as Otad sets it back up. Good job by the Bulldogs here, not forcing much anyway. Inside, it's going to be Williams. There is a contact on that one. Foul's going to be the call. Emery Wolf, the senior, is going to pick up his first there from Wamego. Is going to send Rook Williams now to the line for a 2-shot foul. Free throw is going to go jetting in there. Has not a lot of arch on that shot, but down nonetheless. It goes for the senior Williams. Big senior night here in Marysville. Good crowd for Parents Night, too, as well. Big shout-out to all the seniors getting wrapped up in and around the area. Williams goes 2 for 2 there, 2 points to his name. Peyton Smith's going to check out as Sanders Utterman's going to check back into the contest. Sutherman with 2 points, and Thomas Behrens with a nice little 4 points there in the first quarter off the bench, too, as well. Give a nice little spark for the Bulldogs. Wamego breaks the press, but getting back in line is Sanders Sutherman. Good job there by the senior to get back defensively as Marysville went to a press. Wamego easily broke it. Jack Lauer, deep three right side. No good on that one. He checked as he was 2 for 2 there in the first quarter. Wamego's going to look to push there. Lauer gets his hands on that one. Bad pass taken away by Wolf. It's going to bend up back in his hands, though. Top of the key, we're going to go Heck. Heck guarded tightly by Otot as he's trying to get it inside to the 6'6" Shea. A lot of contact out top. I believe Jack Lauer's going to pick up that first personal. He will, trying to go for the ball. First personal now for the senior. Only 2 for Marysville. 2 team fouls apiece for both of these squads as we play second quarter action. 6:30 left to go. 23-4 is our score. Williams lets Monroe get all the way by him. Monroe risks it from 2 feet away. Lauer's going to go back the other way. He's not going to miss, though. Jack Lauer from 3 feet away, using those broad shoulders of him, takes that contact, puts it back up, and Marysville jumps back out to a 21-point advantage. Top of the key, Wolf is hounded by Williams. Short corner shot's going to be up and no good from Heck. Jump ball's finally going to be the call between Shea and Behrens. It's going to stay now with the Red Raiders. Substitution Bulldogs. Out will come Rhett Williams. And now will come Thomas Behrens, who mentioned moments ago had a nice little 4-point spurt there in the first quarter. A good energy guy off the bench for Scott Brown. And of course, getting a chance to talk to Coach Brown all season has talked about consistency as we inch even closer to our sub-state mark. Of course, brackets will be released tomorrow. Thursday will more than likely be the first game. More than likely, boys looking to play on Friday. Girls will be on Thursday. But, of course, keep it tuned to Sunflower State Radio. We're going to have those updates just as soon as they come along. Lauer tried to take a tough shot. Shea's going to get a partial block on that one. The 6'2" used that wingspan. On the other end, Drew Petty, a nice little stop and pop from about 7 feet away. Now brings Wamego 2 back within 19. Second quarter action already here in what was a fast-moving first quarter. Marysville's going to get it left block. Rick Williams, he's going to go to work, decides to kick it out to Behrens, and he's going to travel along it. Rick Williams had a man on his back moving around. That was Petty. Williams doesn't take advantage. Turnover now, Marysville. Full court press now here for the Bulldogs as it will be a 2-2-1 press. Behrens will be your back man, almost a near steal, and there it is. Thomas Behrens ends up with the loose ball after good hands by Will Otot. Now Otot's going to push middle. Kicks out to Behrens. Now left side, Lauer. 3, not quite that one. Long off the rim, offensive rebound, popped around, really made by Rook Williams. It's going to go towards Behrens, but Williams made that offensive rebound, staying active. Finds Behrens in the corner. 3 ball is up and down by Sanders Zutterman on that one. 5 points now for the senior off the bench as he cans the corner triple. 28-6 is our score. Back the other way, Wamego turns it over. Errant pass, tried to find Donahue on the cutter. Lauer comes away with it, now goes far side towards Otot. Same spot, same result for Behrens. No, not on that one. Shot's going to be up and no good by Zutterman. Peyton Smith back into the contest. Rhett Williams back into the contest. And first mark here now for senior Devin Tomer into the contest. Sanders Utterman will take a seat. Jack Lauer, too, along with Rick Williams, will get a breather here with 4:11 left to play here. Second quarter action, 28-26 is our score. Shea's going to go right around his defender, right around Peyton Smith on that one. The 6'6" Joey Shea showing a little athletic ability on that one as he gets the easy deuce to go. Foul's going to be called. No, we're going to have a travel is going to be the call. That's going to go against Rhett Williams. Turnover, Marysville. Only 3 turnovers here for Marysville so far in this contest. 7 for Wamego already. Credit this Marysville defense. They came out in straight man-to-man, but here in the second quarter moved to a little bit of a zone, and that's caused 2 or 3 turnovers. Just a different look for Wamego. Boy, that's going to be a tough shot if it goes, and it finally did. Spencer Heck got about 3 feet away from the basket, shot it over Rhett Williams and Peyton Smith. Gets it to go, though, after it hits every part of the rim. Wamego finally hits double digits, still trailing here, though, by 18 as Marysville jumped out to an early 21-2 lead at the end of the first quarter. Williams is going to get a shot up. He's not going to get the first one to go, but persistence is going to pay off for the seniors. He's going to get his own offensive rebound, stay with it, and one opportunity now. Junior Dusty Monroe will pick up his first personal now for the Red Raiders. Free throw is going to be long off the rim. No dice there for Williams, who has 5 points already here in this contest. Quickly the other way, Monroe's going to go, but stopped nicely by Barons. Short corner shot's going to be up and down by Drew Petty, as now he has 6 points in this contest. Wamego finding a little shot there from about 6 feet away, but still trailing 30-12 in this one. Otot's going to have it at the Bulldogs' face here in Marysville. Gives it off to Barons as they run a set for Tomer in the right corner. They're going to get it off to Williams. Now a little hand check give off to Otot. Otot pulls it back out. Tells Smith to get out of the way. Otot's going to go one-on-one. Finds Smith left corner now. Good hands taken away by Petty. Petty gets the 2 on one end, Steele on the other. Now they're going to find a shooter 3 in the corner. That's going to be Heck. Foul is going to be called on the 3-point attempt. So Spencer Heck, the junior, with an opportunity to go to the line for 3 personal fouls, as that foul is going to be called against Willow Tot, the sophomore for the Bulldogs, picking up his first personal. First three is going to drop down now for Heck. 3 points in this contest. Wamego so far pretty good from the line, 3 for 3. Marysville 4 for 5. Good at their side too as well. That second one down and out. Williams checking back into the contest along with Zutterman and Lauer. As out will go Devin Tomer, Thomas Barons, and Will Otot. Free throws up and down there for Spencer Heck as he goes 3 for 3 from the line. 5 points now. Second leading scorer for Wamego in this first half. Marysville leading this one by 15, though. 2:15 left to play before halftime. Williams is going to try and work left baseline. Finds a little floater. Shot's going to be no good. It's going to go off the hand of Heck and stay with Wamego. So Marysville, a physically bigger team here against Wamego, but the Red Raiders doing a good job of holding their ground down low inside the post. Here's going to be a first pass into Smith. The senior is going to be fouled where he's going to step back now to the line where he's 2 for 2 already on the night from the stripe. 4th team foul already for Wamego, as that is going to go against Tech. Free throw calmly knocks it down there for the senior. Talked about Marysville all season. They're not the biggest squad you'll see out there, but a very athletic and a very determined group. All 8 players, 8 or 9, however deep Coach Brown wants to go, can go out there and get themselves a bucket and compete at this level. And we're seeing it here tonight. Wamego has the height advantage in this contest, but the rebound advantage has stuck in with Marysville, and that's all because of their effort. Little 6-foot shot on the way is no good for Wamego. Second shot opportunity up and no good again by Petty, as Wamego has 2 shots at the rim from less than 3 feet away, but Marysville comes out with it. Ooh, nice little spin move by Jack Lauer. Halfway down and out, Peyton Smith, offensive rebound and 1. Peyton Smith working himself on the board now, as that's back-to-back offensive boards for the big senior. He's going to be rewarded with another trip to the free throw line. Petty's going to take a seat on the bench. Back in will be Mason Herzog. foul is going to go against Colin Donahue. That's going to be the first on the Red Raider. Smith calmly sinks that free throw. Substitution, Otop will check Smith here for the final 1:36. Fast-moving first half, 34-15 is our score. 1:33 left to play before halftime is upon us on this final regular season contest for the Marysville Bulldogs. Senior night here in Marysville. Bulldogs looking to get a season sweep of the Wamego Red Raiders. Shot's going to be no good, top of the key from Heck. Rebound poured down now by Lauer. Otop will push left side. Gives it off to Williams, top the key. Straightaway three is down by Rhett Williams. Second triple now already for the senior, as he has 8 points in this first half already. Just hit the 1 minute mark, 37-15 left to play before halftime. Trying to go baseline will be Nathan Fisher, who just checked into the ball game. Free throw shot on the way, top of the key from Donahue. That's going to be no good, but Wamego comes out of there with the offensive board. Ends up with the hands of Heck, and now top of the key. It swings back around. Good defense here by Marysville, staying on it. Loose ball. Wolf sets it back up for the Red Raiders. 26 seconds left to go. Marysville leading 37-15. They find a cutting Fisher. Fisher gets into the lane. We're going to have a foul call. This side didn't quite like it, but it's going to be a foul nonetheless. Going to go against Rook Williams after a long defensive possession for the Bulldogs. At the line shooting two will be Dusty Monroe. The 5'10 junior calmly knocks down the first one. First points now in the contest for him. 21 seconds left to play before half. Marysville leading 37-16. Monroe at the line looking to cut it down to 20. And he does just that. Monroe cuts it to a 20-point deficit for Wamego. Substitution, Red Raiders. Drew Petty will come back into the contest. Has taken a seat on the bench will be Emery Wolf. 20 seconds here. Let's see what Coach Scott Brown has in store. Otop's going to bring it slowly across the timeline, get going here with 13. Goes right side, looks to set up Lauer, top the key, but Otop's going to drive baseline. We're going to have a hand check foul, so Marysville will hand it underneath their own basket with 9.6 to go. Monroe picked up that second personal foul. He's going to stay in the ballgame. Quickly inside, it goes to Williams. Now we're going to work right side. Trying to find Williams in the corner. That's Rhett. He drives baseline. Nice little climb there for Xander Zutterman, as that's going to be 7 points now in this first half for Xander Zutterman, and that's going to give Marysville the 39-17 lead as we roll into halftime. Keep it right here. We'll have first half stats and scores from the boys contest. You're listening to high school basketball right here on KNDY.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Sunflower Community Credit Union recognizes that members' health, both personal and financial, is top priority. In order to make your banking a completely safe experience, they're proud to now offer drive-in convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 till noon. Lending can be done remotely as well. Contact their friendly loan officers at 562-3741. New members always welcome. Call, go online, or drop by Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville for more details. Caring about your personal and financial health, Sunflower Community Credit Union.
Splash into spring 2023 with savings on your Blue Valley internet bill. If you increase your speed this spring, you get a $20 23-cent bill credit for 3 months. New Blue Valley internet customers also get a $20 23-cent bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details. At Galloway Wiegers and Brenniger, we're about building relationships one client and one issue at a time. I'm Jason Brenniger, and I invite you to visit with me for any legal services you might have, including probate, estate planning, and trust administration. Advanced planning has countless advantages to your family, including greater control and disposition of your assets and tax issues that might come up. Call for a no-obligation appointment today. Check us out on our Facebook page or at gwblaw.net.
Max Lasky back here in Marysville as they honor these state wrestlers, heading off towards state in Hayes coming up on Thursday. Congratulations, Taven Wilson, Keegan Warders, Carter Trimble, Dakota Slupionic, and on the girls' side, Ella Johnson, Jenica Hubbard, and Rose Latta for making it for Coach Cole Thompson and his Bulldog squad. Here in the boys' contest between the Wamego Red Raiders and the Marysville Bulldogs, boys leading this contest 39-17 at half. Defense was the key there for Marysville. They held Wamego to 2 points. You heard that right. Held Wamego to 2 points in that first quarter. Looking back at the stat sheet from back in January 13th, Marysville held Wamego to 5 points in that first quarter back then. So a slow start for Wamego, a fast one, though, for Marysville. They scored 21 points there compared to the 2 for Wamego and never looked back, holding this 39-17 lead. Bulldogs were paced by Jack Lauer, who ended up with 12 points in that first half. He had 10 in the first quarter alone on back-to-back triples, as well as the 2 there as time expired. 8 points, 2 for Rhett Williams, 6 points for Peyton Smith as he worked that offensive glass to perfection in the second quarter, got himself some and-one opportunities. 7 points off the bench for senior Sanders Utterman, nailed a big 3 in that second quarter. 4 points, 2 off the bench for Thomas Barons, and 2 points for starter Rook Williams. Looking at the Wamego side in that one, they were paced by Drew Petty, who had 6 points, 2 there in the second quarter. 5 points, 2 as well from Spencer Heck. 2 points apiece for Joey Shea, Colin Donahue, and Dusty Monroe. 39-17 is our halftime score. Marysville leading this one after the Wamego Lady Red Raiders were able to defeat the Marysville Lady Bulldogs 65-39 here earlier on in this contest. We're going to step away for another timeout. Keep it right here, though, as we have second half action of senior night and final regular season action as the Bulldogs have 16 more minutes to face off against the Red Raiders of Wamego. You're listening to high school basketball right here on your home for the Bulldogs. AM 1570, FM 94.1, KNDY.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Honeyman Auto Sales and Service. Drive by or check inventory online at honeymanauto.com. You can even schedule a test drive online as well. With lots of choices, Honeyman works to make yours the best buying experience with customer service a top priority. Competitive pricing, knowledgeable staff, and superior customer service right here at home. With a full service shop and a selection of both cars and trucks in all price ranges, see Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, East Pony Express Highway, Marysville, today.
CJ Express is convenient for you with 3 locations. CJ West in Marysville and Frankfort offer Hunt Brothers Pizza with all toppings, no extra charge. Crispy and delicious Bird Shack fried chicken and a selection of sandwiches, salads, as well as grab-and-go hot food options that meet your taste. Drop by, call in, order online, or download their super convenient mobile app. Local delivery is available too, and always count on Sinclair quality gasoline at all 3 locations with diesel too at CJ Express East in Marysville and Frankfort.
As a producer, you've always got one eye on the sky. But weathering the economic climate can be even tougher. That's where we come in. We can make a plan that will help you build a shelter for your investments that'll protect you, your family, and your future. Talk to us about it. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Back here in Marysville as the Bulldog Pep Band gives us an entertainment here at halftime. 39-17 is our score as we set here in Marysville, Wamego versus the Bulldogs. If you were looking for K-State, that game wrapped up, but the Cats are going to keep pace there with the top of the Big 12 standings. They're going to get a 75-65 win against Baylor as they pull that one out. K-State trailed by 3 at half, but ends up with a 10-point victory in that one. Looking at some other stats and scores from around the league. First in TVL action, girls finals, Centralia defeated Axel 65-38. Valley Heights defeated Blue Valley 65-23. Doniphan West defeats Troy 55-44. And in North Central Kansas League action, girls finals, Chapman was able to defeat Abilene 45-35. Concordia girls defeated Clay Center 49-48. And that is all the girls' scores we have for right now. Going to take one more timeout, about 2 minutes before second half action kicks off for the Marysville Bulldogs versus the Wamego Red Raiders. Once again, the boys leading 39-17 here at halftime. Second half action after 60.
RX Drug Store in downtown Marysville is here for you with over-the-counter medicines for cold, flu, and allergy season and prescription drugs for more serious matters. They also offer curbside pickup and delivery services. Don't forget to bring in your new insurance card for the new year with RX Drug Store.
How about a great job that you can rely on with a stable company offering great benefits? Be a part of a diversified company manufacturing essential products, trailers, tillage equipment, and forklifts. Landall is hiring for assemblers, welders, and painters at the Marysville, Waterville, and Beloit locations. Again, offering stable employment, excellent wages and benefit package, and growth opportunities. $500 to $1,000 hiring bonus. Apply online today at landall.com or phone 562-5381 to learn more.
39-17, our halftime score. Boys leading this one. Girls fell earlier on the night, if you're just joining us, 65-39 to Wamego. Going to take a look, too, at North Central Kansas League standings before we jump into halftime. Of course, Wamego girls lead the way on the girls' side, 8-0. Clay Center right behind them, 5-3. Been a mess as Chapman is 5-4. Marysville 4-4 now, 4-5. Concordia 2-6, and Abilene 1-7. On the boys' side, Marysville boys win the league tournament regular season, 9-0 on the season. Abilene sets at 6-3. Wamego 5-3. Concordia 3-5. Chapman 2-7, and Clay Center 1-8. Those were all standings before tonight's action got underway. Wamego starts with the ball first here, trailing 39-17, and first possession same as the first half, stolen away by Williams. Williams then going to get his pickpocketed right back by Colin Donahue, back the other way as Rick Williams steals it away. Shot up by Lauer from 2 feet. Not going to see him miss that one very much, and Smith's going to pick up a personal. First personal foul here for Peyton Smith. The big senior had 6 points there in the first half. There's going to be a uncharacteristically turnover for Wamego, and Rhett Williams is going to make them pay. A big step-in 3-ball from the right wing there for Williams as he pushes this lead back up now, 42-17 for the Bulldogs. Marysville led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter and have just never looked back from that one. It has been their defense, as on that key, pulling down the defensive board will be Will Lotot. Wamego goes one and done. Jack Lauer from the parking lot is going to count that one for the triple right in front of the Marysville student section as the Bulldogs just continue to pour it on here, 45-17 as we play third quarter action. Right side, Donahue has it. He's going to be trapped. Cross-court skip past to Wolf. Wolf's going to line up a three as Emery Wolf gets the scoring going for Wamego in the second half. First points there for the senior in the contest. All starters now have scored for Wamego. Lone starter, not the scorer for Marysville, was Will Ota in that first half. Lauer's going to try his luck right now. Kick it back out left to Williams. Williams kicks it to Smith, right corner as he's guarded tightly by Shea. Shea's going to go baseline. That's going to go off of Smith's foot. Kind of a jumbled mess there on the right side. 3 Marysville Bulldogs standing right there. Coach Brown giving instructions to the boys, getting them ready for sub-state ball. Of course, that will kick off this week. Tournament bracket's supposed to come out tomorrow. Keep posted to sunflowerstateradio.com. We'll have those there just as soon as they come out. 3-ball Wolf is going to be no good. Otop pulls down the board, quickly gets it out to Lauer right side. Lauer drives inside, kicks it out. Williams from 3, same spot. Rhett Williams with his second 3 here of this second half, as he now has 15 points to his name here in this contest. Senior playing good and big here tonight. Last opportunity to play here at home. Of course, Marysville will host their sub-state, though, coming up. More than likely, boys will get another contest coming up here on Friday. But we will just have to wait and see. Wamego's going to go inside to Shea. Shea's going to be dropped by Williams. They're going to say it's off of Rhett's foot, so it's going to stay with the Red Raiders. But a good job there by the Williams brothers of double teaming the tall 6'6" Shea when he got it on that left block. Wolf will be the inbounder, finds it cutting Petty down the right side, had trouble with it, won't get up the layup. Will swing it around the top of the horn. Now it ends up back in the hands of Donahue, right side. Guarded tightly by Smith as Bulldogs are still in their straight man-to-man defense here to start off this second half. Switching everything out top are the guards, as having trouble with it is Heck. Heck guarded tightly by Lauer, and Lauer's going to first force a turnover. Heck throws it right into the gut of Peyton Smith. As now that's already turnover number 4 on Spencer Heck himself. Shot from Lauer, left side 3 is going to be no good. Defensive board pulled down by the Raiders. He's going to take that personal foul, as trying to go baseline was Donahue. Lauer's going to pick up that personal foul. It's going to be second personal there. Gutterman checks back into the contest along with Thomas Behrens, Rick Williams, and Jack Lauer Peyton Smith will take a seat on the bench just as they did there in the first half. Substitution 2 for the Red Raiders. Heck will come out along with Donahue. As back into the contest, Luke Ish, first action for the junior, along with Dusty Monroe. Wamego here with it offensively, trailing by 28, 48-20 is our score. Free throw line shot's going to barely fall over the front of the rim by Emery Wolf. He's going to get his second bucket here of the evening to go, as he has all 5 points here from Wamego in the second half. 4:42 left to play, third quarter action. Marysville has it offensively, working it around the top of the key. They're going to go 2 out, 3 in, guard around. Will be Lauer straight on 3. He's going to be no good. He's bouncing in the corner. Behrens almost saves it, but it's going to go out of bounds off Marysville. 4 minutes left to play, third quarter action. Quick moving first half we had there as Marysville jumped out to a 21-2 lead, took a 39-17 lead on into the halftime score. They were led by Jack Lauer in that first half, who had 12. Already a 3 here in the second adds to that mark against a team that he had 23 against, Mac, on January 13th. 23 points, 18 in the second half, kind of the opposite here tonight. He got 15-12 in the first half, and let's see how much farther Coach Scott Brown will ride his guys. Of course, with it being senior night, a lot of seniors on this squad for Marysville. There's 10 of them here tonight. Of course, honored them in between the boys and girls game, along with the 2 girls and the state qualifier. 10 state qualifiers for the Marysville wrestling team in between boys and girls action. That will kick off Friday out at Hayes. Nice backdoor cut there. Otot to Lauer. Lauer gets his offensive board. A little smirk there between him and Will as he gives him a high five. So Lauer will step now to the line for 2 shots. Lauer's first free throw is going to be off the front of the rim. No good on that one. Lauer normally pretty consistent from the free throw line. Short arm that one. Picking up that personal foul was Joey Shea, the 6'6" senior for Wamego. Lauer makes up for it, sinks the second one. Will Otot's going to take a seat on the bench. Rick Williams checking back into the contest. Peyton Smith into as well. Brett Williams off to the bench. Wamego will do the same. Herzog back into the contest along with Ish. Back out will come Shea there. And Petty. Wolf will run point, guarded tightly by Lauer as they're going to switch everything. Top of the screen shot was up and no good by Ish as he gets it taken away. Good hustle there. Jack Lauer diving on it midway through at the other end. It's going to end up with Wamego, though, as kind of a scrum of the ball there. Just ends up in the hands of the right person. Emery Wolf is going to get that bucket as he continues the scoring montage here in the second quarter. 7 points all in this third quarter for Wamego. Only points this half so far. Marysville a little bit flat offensively, but 10 points here so far in this third. Nothing to scoff at. Doing a good job of working the ball inside to get it off to Barron. Good little pass there from Sanders Zutterman as he found Barron's just setting along all alone that left block. 3 ball up and no good from Ish. Air ball, board pulled down by Williams. Coming the other way, Lauer's going to push the action. Had a lot of contact, kicks it out to Williams' right side. Rook gets all the way across the lane. Offensive rebound pulled down by Zutterman. Zutterman's going to have a little trouble with it. Ends it out with Williams. And finally, a 3-second is going to be the call there on Zutterman. Substitution now for the Red Raiders. Out will come in will come Spencer Heck. Out will go Emery Wolf. As Wamego looks to cut into this deficit. 51-24 is our score. 2:15 left to play. Third quarter action in this final regular season game here for the Marysville Bulldogs. What has been an exciting senior night for this boys squad. 3 ball straight away is off the side of the rim from Herzog. Board pulled down by Williams. Wamego one and done again. Lauer's going to push his luck, get inside, set. First shot's no good. He's going to stay with it, get an offensive board. Let's see what Jack can do here from the stripe. Spencer Heck's going to pick up his second personal foul. That's only going to be his second team foul so far for Wamego in this half. Lauer stepping up to the line here. He's going to calmly knock down the first one. He's now 2 for 3 from the stripe in this contest. Second free throw is going to be up and no good. Offensive rebound almost pulled down, though, by Peyton Smith. Finally ends up in the hands of Herzog for Wamego. 1:45 left to play here. 52-24 is our score. Baseline drive. Dusty Monroe's going to go against Williams. It's going to be a personal foul against Rook. Second personal there. As the foul on the floor, we'll keep it with the Raiders. Otot and Williams in now to the ball game. Out will come Barons and Lauer. Inbound to right side will be Wolf, trying to find the 3 ball on the way from Heck. Heck can't get that one to fall down as he landed a little oddly on his hip. Foul down below is going to go against sophomore Will Otot. That's going to be his second as now Marysville picks up 2 team fouls, back-to-back possession. Inside Wamego's go. Can't finish it off from close range as Herzog. Otot comes out of there with it. Otot's going to push point now, swing it to Williams, top of the key, straight on, is going to be off there from Rhett. Offensive rebound, pulled down though by Rook, lost it for a second, and will lose it out of bounds. Good hustle there by Marysville as they continue to fight on the boards. Going to get some senior action here. Nathan Fisher checking in for the ball game. First action now as checking out will be Devin Tomer. So Fisher an opportunity now in this contest to get some playing time. Of course, you happen to catch my pregame interview with Coach Scott Brown. He talked about the depth this team has had all year. talked about how he could have some honorable mention all-league players if it wasn't for having all those teams. Wamego's going to get a score on the offensive end. Colin Donahue's going to get a nice little run or two go there for the Red Raiders as we just rolled under a minute left to play here, third quarter action. 3-ball on the way from Fisher left side. Air ball no good. Williams almost had the board, but it's going to land in the hands of Petty. Wamego's going to run full court, gets it up into the hands there of Burgess, who's just into the game. Burgess can't get the 4-footer to fall down, but Petty's going to pull down the offensive board and get it to go. Wamego now with back-to-back buckets as they cut it down 52-28, though Marysville still in control of this contest. Holding for the last shot, 15 seconds left to go here, third quarter action. Williams has it right side, guarded tightly. Now we'll go into the Smith left side. Nice backdoor cut. Will Otot up and down. Good backdoor cut there by the sophomore Otot. Good vision by Peyton Smith as he found him. Wamego's going to get it across the timeline. 3-ball in the corner is going to be off, no good. And Marysville takes a 54-28 lead into the fourth quarter. Keep it right here as the Bulldogs look to close out the Raiders on this Tuesday night. Season finale of the 2022-2023 season here on KNDY Radio.
If you're a driver over 50, it may be time to switch your auto insurance. The AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote. Learn more about special rates, benefits, and service designed especially for AARP members. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Certain policy features are subject to eligibility and may not be available in all states. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Game time is the perfect time to fire up a Traeger grill. You can bake a pizza, smoke wings or ribs, or grill steaks. This grill can do it all. Traeger is the original wood pellet grill, and with a full 3-year warranty, makes Traeger grills the best-selling pellet grill on the market. Cromie Lumber in Marysville carries a full line of Traeger grills, accessories, spices, and pellets. Always wanted to try a Traeger before you buy? Then stop in at Cromie Lumber and ask for details to check out their loaner, Little Texas Elite, for a weekend. Only at Cromie Lumber, 609 Carolina in Marysville.
Back here in Marysville, first possession for both teams is going to be a turnover both ways as quickly we get into this action. 54-28 is our score. Just started this fourth quarter. Marysville has led this one from the very get-go. 21-2 was our score at the end of the first, and Marysville has just kept it on there from there. 21 points in the first, 18 points in the second, 15 points there in the third. The defense has been the key, has held Wamego to only 28 points here in this contest. Brooke Williams with a nice little take along the left baseline. Strong move there from the senior as he gets his first bucket from the floor to go. Now 5 points here to his name. In the corner, it's going to be Donahue going to run point now for Wamego. Top of the key, Wolf's going to set it up. He was the scoring there for the Red Raiders in the third quarter. Ended up with 7 points, 7 of Wamego's 11 there in that third. Lob play up and down at the rim is going to be Petty, but he's going to be, I don't even want to say blocked by Jack Lauer. Lauer just stuck his hand out as Petty was bringing that ball up from the floor. Lauer popped it off with his arm. It's going to stay Wamego. Kick ball, though. Oh, we're going to have a foul is actually going to be the call as the clock stops. Foul's going to be against Peyton Smith. Senior's going to pick up now his second personal foul. Oh, now we have a little smudge on the ball, so let's get that one here straightened out. 56-28 is our score as we play fourth quarter action here. Marysville has led this one from the get-go, and turnovers and steals have been an absolute bummer here for the Bulldogs. 14 turnovers here for Wamego in this contest alone, as Marysville has used that to their advantage and got a lot of points off turnovers. I guess we got something wrong with the ball here. We're going to go and have to find a new one. Nope, looks like we found one underneath the goalpost. Let's see if this one's going to be suitable for the referees here. Nope, it looks like we're okay. So game back in action. 56-28 is our score. Got that one figured out here as Marysville looks to close this one out. Wamego will have it underneath their own basket. Sugarman will be Wolf. Guarded tightly by Williams along the baseline. They're going to go inside to the 6'6" Shea. He can't get that one to finish off. 6'6" and only 2 points here tonight. Marysville has done a good job with him, and they're going to answer the other way. Peyton Smith with a nice little deuce, but that was all made by Will Otot, who went about 94 feet in about 2 seconds before I could even recognize it. Got Marysville an easy little deuce after Wamego couldn't capitalize on their end. Trying for that lob again. There it was. They found him again. Drew Petty. Wamego has had that backdoor lob, but just not able to find it. Marysville's going to try one themselves as they tried to hook up Rhett Williams at the rim. It's going to go off of him. Or it's actually going to go off of Wamego and stay with the Bulldogs. Sanders Zutterman into the contest. Thomas Barron's also into the contest. So the 5 out now for the Bulldogs will be Williams, Tomer, Zutterman, and Barron. 3 ball on the way. Rhett Williams, who has continued his hot shooting here on into the fourth quarter. 5 triples for the senior here on senior night for him. 17 points now as we play fourth quarter action. Inside it is going to go to Shea. Shea finally gets that one to go down. First points for the senior since midway through that second quarter. Last contest of the year here for the Bulldogs. They will await seeding tomorrow as that will come out from Keisha. More than likely there will be a home game for the boys first thing on Thursday. Girls will have an away game to leave this week too as well. Wyatt Burgess now into the contest for the Wamego Red Raiders. Marysville going to look to clean their bench here, too, as well. 10 seniors on this squad for the Bulldogs as inside dunk's going to be missed by Colin Donahue, trailing by 31. I don't think the dunk is what Coach was wanting. The miss is going to be no dice. Wamego will keep possession, though. 3 ball straight away is down and good by Spencer Heck. 8 points now for the junior. So Wamego cuts this one down 61-33. Nice find inside Barons. Oh, couldn't get that one to fall down. We'll step to the line now. Opportunity to get 2 from the strike. Good to find there from fellow teammate Rhett Williams. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Colton Shoddy will check in. 6-foot senior. First action now here for him in this contest. Tomer will also check in after the first free throw. Barons can't find the mark on the first one. Colton Shoddy, first action here into the game, will check fellow senior Rook Williams. And Nathan Fisher, too, back into the contest. One more senior, that's Jake Dakenbrink, waiting for him to come on out. I'm sure we'll see him here in just a little bit. 3:36 we play here, moving clock 61-33 is our score. Barons will step to the line, opportunity to go 1 for 2 here from the strike. That's going to go down and good. And just like that, big roar here from the Marysville crowd. Always nice to hear it from those seniors. Boys that put in so much work over the years finally get an opportunity to show it and put a little sweat there on their home floor. Last 3 minutes of this contest. Talked about it. This will be the last game for Marysville. That's going to be a charge. We're not going to get it called. And Dankenbrink's going to come out of there with a steal. Dankenbrink comes around the horn, kicks it off now, top side to Zutterman. Zutterman's going to set up the offense as they look to swing it around the horn. Comes near side to Shoddy. Shoddy thought about a step back 3, but smartly gets it off the break and Dank top the key. He's going to run a pick and roll with Tomer. 3 ball on the way, right side, up, no good, but offensive rebound pulled down by Zutterman. Zutterman kicks it back out to Shoddy. 3 ball on the way, straight away from Fisher. He can't find the mark from deep, and it's going to end up into the hands of Wamego. Blake Spicer, the 6'1 junior, getting into the contest. That's checking out for the last time. Sanders Zutterman, the senior's going to end his night here with 7 points on the contest and a win. Marysville kicks off sub-state play end of this week. Wamego has one more contest Thursday night. There's a steal top side taken away by Fisher. Fisher right-handed layup up and down. Some points are bigger than others. Nathan Fisher with his first bucket here of the evening. That pushes the lead back up to 31 here for the Bulldogs as they look to close out this last 146. Almost a steal topside taken away by Dankenbrink. It's going to stay in the hands of Wamego. Coming across the timeline will be Ish. Swinging it here near side. That's going to be Herzog trying to work offensively. Right side, it ends up back in the hands of Hish. Hish, nice little floater in the lane. Can't get that one to fall down. Offensive rebound pulled down by Burgess. Can't get that one to go, and Fisher pulls down the board. Left side, Nathan Fisher with it in the corner in front of the student section here for the Bulldogs. 3 ball, Colton Shoddy! Make it count, Colton. 3 ball there for the senior as he's going to get in the scoring action for the Bulldogs. Bench 11, that one. It's going to be a fun Tuesday night here for the Bulldogs as we hit 1 minute left to go in this game. 46 seconds left to go as the clock runs out. Looking at this contest, Marysville will move on to 18-2 on the season, 10-0 in league play. Perfect for the first time in a while. Wamego will drop to 11-8, 5-4 in league play as Marysville gets the sweep against the Red Raiders here in regular season play for 2022-2023. Shot's going to be no good. Board pulled down by Shoddy. 20 seconds left as he crosses the timeline. Gets it over to Dankenbrink. Left side 3. That one's going to be off. No good. Defensive rebound. Offensive rebound pulled down by Spicer. Marysville's going to keep fighting for it. Going to stay with the Bulldogs. The time's going to roll out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score, Marysville Bulldogs win this one 33-37. We're going to take a short break. Keep it right here as we bring you back stats and scores from this contest. Once again, Marysville moves on to 18-2 on the season. Wamego falls to 11-8 as the Bulldogs win 37-33.
Trucks in on trade at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville included 2015 Silverado 2500 HD. It's a Duramax diesel Z71 package priced at $28,500. And a 2013 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT. It's a local truck trade-in at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville.
Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions, your farm and home marketing team since 1976. Let the family team of Tim, Tom, and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you in your real estate experience of selling or buying a home or farmland. Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions is experienced in providing timely, professional, and honest service. Find them on the web at olmstedrealestate.com or call today at 785-353-2210.
Downtime isn't an option when there's a job to do. Introducing the BF Goodrich Tradesman Support Program, the only tire program for tradesmen. Join and get up to $100 off a set of 4 BF Goodrich all-terrain TAKO2 tires, a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, and a roadside and worksite assistance program. Kick downtime off the job site. See your dealer for full details.
Mike is back and ready to serve you at Mike's OK Tire in downtown Marysville.
Tension in Marysville is a leading national manufacturer and marketer of custom envelope products. Great career opportunities include operations, sales, customer service, accounting, tech, and administrative support. Go online to tensioncorp.com for the Careers tab for more details on currently available opportunities. And apply today with Tension Corporation in Marysville, an equal opportunity employer.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Flooring choices with professional installation are available to complete a new look from start to finish for a single room or your entire home. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today.
Wrapping it up here from Marysville, boys defeat the Wamego Red Raiders 67-33. Marysville will now move on to 18-2 on the season. Wamego drops to 11-8. Looking at boys scoring, all starters scored for Wamego, none in double figures. They were led by Spencer Heck and Drew Petty with 8 apiece. For Marysville, it was the Rhett Williams and the Jack Lauer show. 17 apiece for seniors as they go out on top their final time here in Marysville for a regular season contest. 8 points, 2 for Peyton Smith, 4 points for Rick Williams, 2 points for Willow Todd as all starters scored for the Bulldogs, 7 points off the bench for both Sanders Utterman and Thomas Behrens, both seniors. Colton Shoddy, a senior, getting a 3-ball in the action, as well as senior Nathan Fisher getting a 2 there in the scoring column. Only senior not to score, Jack Dankenbrink, there late in the contest. But Coach Brown got all 9 boys in, and all 9 boys go out with a win. Once again, Marysville Bulldog boys win 67-33. Lady Bulldogs fall 65-39 in the early game to Wamego. Sub-state brackets will come out tomorrow. Girls will be on the road Monday, just not for sure exactly where. Boys will be at home Tuesday, just not exactly sure for against who yet. Once again here tonight, Marysville Lady Bulldogs fall to Wamego 65-39, while boys action Bulldogs win 67-33. Reporting for KNDY Radio, it's been a wonderful 2022-23 season. Thank you all for tuning in. I've been Max Blasky for Bruce Dierking back in the station. Appreciate you. Thank you all for so much. And you've been listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.